Hey, Dad Gamers. Welcome back to the Dad Gamers podcast. I'm your host, Bob Rayhart. That's Flank on Xbox Live, FLANKKE. You could follow me there. Wow. Okay, so it's been over a month since this podcast came out. I'm going to try my best to put more episodes out sooner. There's a lot of gaming information, and there's a lot to weed through because I don't want to give you Dad Gamers info that you're going to already hear about on, the big stories or this or that. I'd rather dig and find little things and details of things. This way you get something new and different than all the other gaming podcasts out there. For those that know or follow me, they possibly even on Instagram at Bob Rayhart, you probably know that outside of doing this show, I do another podcast called The Rayhart Rundown, which is a comedy show. And then I'm also a producer on a new film that is in the works called Loyal to the Game. So I've got a busy schedule. I'm not going to lie. To try to do this podcast and dig up information and all of this other stuff, it's I don't want to say it's tedious. It's not. I love doing it, but in the same token, it's just another project that adds a lot of time to the schedule. So I'm going to do my best to try to do more and do better for you Dad Gamers out there, because I know that you enjoy listening to it. But let's get started, though, with the information here. Let me just jump right in. I'm sure you've heard, if you haven't, I'm sorry, but you should have heard by now that there is a Mario Brothers animated movie coming out. Now, the Mario Brothers animated movie is not set to release until December 21st of 2022. So we've got a year plus till we hear from that. Here is the lineup, if you haven't heard yet, the cast of characters that's coming out for that. Mario will be voiced by Chris Pratt. You know him as Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. The princess will be Anya Taylor-Joy. Now, she was the redhead in, what's that chess Netflix show? The Queen's Gambit, I think it was. Luigi will be voiced by Charlie Day. He was from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Bowser will be Jack Black. Now, this will be, the second? At least the second? Maybe third. Second movie coming out with Jack Black that's video game based. Now, Jack Black will also be playing Claptrap in the Borderlands movie that's due out this summer. So expect to see that. Anyways, moving on, Donkey Kong will be voiced by Seth Rogen. We all should know who Seth Rogen is. You saw him in Neighbors and Knocked Up. Then there's a character, Toad. We all know Toad, and Toad is Keegan-Michael Key from the Key and Peele show. Cranky Kong. You remember the old man Donkey Kong that was at the beginning of Donkey Kong Country, like where he would just give you information and kind of just razz you a little bit? That will be played by Fred Armisen. Now, Fred Armisen has done a bunch of different roles. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But you can look him up if you'd like, if you don't know who it is. And there's another character, Kamek. Kamek is the little, Koopa that's the wizard. And that will be played by, I believe it's Kevin Michael Richardson. And then Spike, who is I believe a new type character coming in, will be comedian Sebastian Maniscalco. Now, Sebastian Maniscalco is hilarious, so that should just be a comedy a bit for the most part. Now, a lot of people online are questioning whether Chris Pratt can do Mario or not. Now, I haven't heard if he's going to do his regular voice for Mario, or if he's going to try to do an impersonation of the Mario that we all know from the video games. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see. But again, we got till December 21st of 2022 to find out. Okay? Moving right along, let's talk about Grand Theft Auto. Now, it recently, today, being October 10th, it leaked out that there's a new price tag for Grand Theft Auto Trilogy. Now, we all know that they're doing a reboot or a rehash of the original Grand Theft Auto games with Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And they're bringing them all into a definitive edition collection. Now, this was reported way back in August before, and then finally Rockstar confirmed that, yeah, it is happening. We are getting it. But here is what recently came out today. That if you plan to buy a copy on the Switch, PS4, or the regular Xbox One, then yeah, you'll pay $59.99. My question is a game that we've all played maybe 100 times already worth another $60? Maybe, maybe not. Or if you maybe want to look at it like you're paying $20 for each one of the games that are included, because it's 3 games. Here is what got announced, though. For the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S, as well as the PS5, the suggested retail price and the pre-order price at some game stores is $69.99, $70. So why? How? What are they adding? Are they adding more stuff? Or is it just an upscaling graphics? I mean, we all played it when it had crappy graphics. Why wouldn't we play it again? So I don't know if it's worth it that much. I don't know if it's worth more money. Now, keep in mind, there is a growing trend for video games to move into the $69.99 price range, the $70 price range. This happens every few years, and I know Sony was considering raising the price on their next gen, and Take-Two Entertainment is claiming that the players are ready for a price hike. Are we, though? Are we ready to pay more for games that, if they're going to be a digital download, there's no physical production cost to these gaming companies, which means it's not costing them as much to make the game. Oh, now it's less, right? Am I wrong here? If they're not putting out physical copies, if there's not actual hard copies, or if there's more people downloading it than anything else, and with the next-gen consoles, you're going to be strictly doing some of the downloading? Sounds like a money grab to me. My opinion, strictly my opinion. Moving on, though. We can also take a look, though, at Halo Infinite. Now, there's been a lot of announcements. Another one came out today about different things that are happening with the Halo series. Now, Halo Infinite, which we are all waiting for, which should be coming out literally, I think it's next month, right? November? Anytime now, essentially, depending on when you're listening to this podcast. But, get ready, much like the Assassin mode, Halo Infinite's Forge mode, which is the ability to create your own maps and build your own maps for multiplayer action, is gonna be delayed. Oh, wow. So, yeah. Forge mode has been a staple of Halo since all the way back in Halo 3, back in 2007, and allowed players to create, those custom maps that they could share with their communities and be able to play. Basically, it changed some of the design, like the way we play Halo, because you could design your own levels. It was fun. You could add different things to it. But now, from what we're learning, Forge will only be returning for Halo Infinite. Won't be available until the game's 3rd season. Now, on average, a season for a video game can last anywhere from 2 months to 3 months, which means that we probably won't see Forge mode until the summertime. Maybe sooner. But yeah, so the summertime, looks like the 3rd season of Halo Infinite will be the most fun, because everything will be unleashed, or unlocked, essentially. So I don't know. Wow. We're going to have to wait. It's going to be a long wait for those who really love to create their own Halo maps, and that really love to challenge themselves to try to create a cool map for them and their friends to strictly play. Now you're just going to... Too bad. Sorry. Sorry, dads. Suck it. You're going to have to just deal. Moving on. Let's take a look real quick. Real quick announcement for Fortnite. I know there's some of you dad gamers out there play Fortnite now. They just came out with, again today, Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead is now available as an outfit in Fortnite. Yeah, Rick Grimes. Yeah, from The Walking Dead. Rick, you can play as Rick from The Walking Dead. It seems like Fortnite, Epic Games, is just going out and asking who wants to be in Fortnite. We've seen G.I. Joe, we've seen Star Wars, we've seen Marvel, Halo, God of War, DC Comics. I mean, all these people that are available in Fortnite, why wouldn't we have AMC's The Walking Dead? Screw it. Why not? Do it. But yeah, for all you Walking Dead fans out there and you dad gamers that are playing Fortnite right now inside of the shop, you can get Rick Grimes' outfit available now to play. And play as Rick Grimes. Happy Halloween, I guess. Shit. Moving forward, speaking of zombies, Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood, which has touted improved gameplay over Left 4 Dead, and the people that have played it had even said, "Oh, this is kind of a better game. It's kind of more fun." It's set up to where it's you and 3 buddies, or a co-op type situation, take on hordes of zombies. Now, it's done by the same team that did Evolve, which was a game we're all trying to forget. But it's, from what I've seen gameplay-wise, it looks good. It looks good. Now comes the part where I disappoint you. Because as people were playing it, it has come out and when they've tried to play it by themselves, when they've tried to play it like, oh, none of my buddies are online, or everybody's, at home dealing with the wife and kids, so dad gamers, you know how it is. And for you mom gamers out there, when the kids are running amok and you don't get a chance to play, or the other moms don't get a chance to play with you, you get it. You're stuck. You have to play solo. Alone. All alone. Well, if you want to play all alone, that's fine. But don't play Back 4 Blood, because the new thing is when you log into Back 4 Blood and you play solo mode, a whole bunch of features become disabled. Like, I don't know, stats and progress towards accomplishments. I'm sorry, what? So what am I playing for? Why am I playing by myself? Seems like a waste of time. But yeah, Back 4 Blood, the company that does it, has come out and said, hey, we're sorry. We apologize. We're sorry. We apologize. We're working on getting that fixed so that the solo mode, you don't have to feel like you're punished for not having friends. Wow. Thanks, guys. Damn. Oh, wow. You know what? I can't believe I almost forgot this. Dad gamers, if you're listening to this, today's the 10th right now, and it's late, and this podcast is coming out late, but if you have not got a digital copy of GTA on another platform, even if it's on your phone or whatever, by October 11th, tomorrow, Rockstar plans to pull it. So heads up. If you haven't downloaded it, or like the originals, the old school, before the reboot, before the definitive edition comes out, you better do it real quick, real fast, because Rockstar is going through, or plans to go through, and start pulling all of their digital downloadable copies of all of those games, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, from those formats. Now, if you've already paid for them and you've already downloaded them, or you already had access to them, then you have those, and good for you. But if you haven't, now you're going to have to wait for the definitive edition. So sorry. But again, Rockstar's looking to get paid. So there was that. Crystal Dynamics. So Crystal Dynamics, the company that brought us Marvel's Avengers, is also now apologizing. Holy crap. How many more of these companies are going to be apologizing for what they're doing to gamers? So they came out. Let me tell you what happened. They came out, and for Marvel's Avengers, if you've played Marvel's Avengers, it's okay. It's not great. It could have been better. It's not great. Could have been better. But they came out and said, hey, we're going to do paid XP boosts. What? That means that you're going to charge me real money to get farther? Wait a minute. Hold on. You've already came out. You already came out and like you dumbed down the game a little bit, right? Didn't they like and go out and get like XP? The XP gains were already reduced, and now they're coming out and they're going, hey, we're gonna make paid boosters. Wait, what? So you're just gonna? I mean, there's not a lot of people playing that game still. The game's, I mean, it's considered old in gaming world. So why would you milk the player base for more money? I don't know, Crystal Dynamics. Aside from your apology, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to walk away from your game. Yikes. So, sorry about your bad luck. Speaking about apologies, let's move on to New World from Amazon. Now, have you played this? Everybody's jumping on this game. New World. My brother, for those of you who may know from the Rayart Rundown podcast, he is addicted to it. He thinks it's amazing. And it does sound amazing. But now Amazon's is coming around and apologizing to people. And why are they doing that? Well, here's what happened. It had well over 1 million players on launch day when the game launched. And because of this, it caused a slew of issues, like a shit ton of issues for everyone wanting to play. Because everyone was trying to get on servers with their friends. Like, oh, if you want to play, why wouldn't you want to play with your friends? Why wouldn't you want to get on the same server as your friends? You know, or as other, dad gamers, as other dads. Why wouldn't you want to get on with your other dad games so you guys can play together and build a city, a fort, or a ship, or whatever? Well, the problem was so widespread that Amazon had to come out with a tweet, an official New World Twitter account tweet that said, hey, thanks for the popularity, and we understand that there's login issues. Oh, that was another thing. Some people were waiting hours to get into a server. Hours to play. There's no way. Yeah, I mean, as a dad and as somebody who's busy all the time, if I can't get into a server within 3 minutes, I'm out. Bing, bye. Sometimes I'll just shut the game off. I don't even care. But hours, forget that. So with all the login issues and the server issues, the team came out and said, hey, if you want to log on to another low-populated server, then we'll give you a free transfer in 2 weeks to the server you want to be on. So somebody said, and they said, the gamers all out there went, are you sure? And then Amazon said, yeah, we'll be able to transfer between regions. Cool. And now, no. Amazon came back recently and says, the developers are now declaring that the region transfers are not possible. Transfers are only available within your region. Each region is a separate database, and it's not possible to reassign a character to a different region. So even after they told everybody, hey, jump on whatever server, even if it's not in your area, now, for some people are pissed because they spend 80 plus hours developing their character, only to think that they're going to be able to get and play in with their friends on another server, and now they're being told no. Oh, boy. So Amazon is responding with, we're sorry. But, the responses on the New World forums are not good. Some of the players even said, and I quote, many of us listened to you and tried to do the right thing and don't want to be punished for that. Hey, I agree. If you guys, if a company comes out and says, this is what I need you to do in order to play the game so that everyone can play, and we'll fix this later, you can't come back and go, we can't fix it later. If you couldn't fix it from the beginning, you should have just said that. Or you could have offered something free. A lot of games will offer something free. So I don't know. Here we go again. Another gaming company, Amazon, who's already not had a good track record with games, already kind of screwing up their new flagship game. I'm worried. I didn't play it. Honestly, after hearing about the chaos of launch, I kind of looked at it like, it's going to be another one of those ones where everybody jumps on it, like the last Amazon game, and plays it for 5 or 6 months, and then it's over. Amazon shuts the doors, shuts the servers off, and forget it. Yikes. Yikes. Again, I don't know. I did recently see the pictures. If you follow Rocksteady, the company that did Batman Arkham, they recently came out with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and they've got pictures on a bunch of different Twitter accounts from the developer. Has released pictures of the characters. It looks pretty cool, and again, Rocksteady does did great with the Batman series. I mean, that was probably one of my most favorite Batman games ever. In fact, probably ever. Yeah, probably ever. The Super Nintendo Batman Returns game was really a lot of fun back in the day, but the Arkham Knight one, oh man, that was actually like, you felt like you were actually Batman. You felt like you were really Batman. So that was probably the most worth it. Again, my opinion. These are all my opinion. You dad gamers can agree with me, or you can't. It's up to you. I give you tidbits of information for new stuff and little things I learn just to help you out on your drive to work. That's why these podcasts are only 30 minutes long. That's why I'm going to try to put out more so that you have more information, more days on more drives to work. Up next, here we go. Far Cry 6. It came out yesterday that if you have the Xbox version of Far Cry 6, you bought the disc, you kind of wasted time. You kind of wasted a little bit of time. And this is why. Far Cry 6 on Xbox, the disc itself, Xbox only, the disc itself only holds like 700 megs. Everything else is online to download. And it's like a 60 gig game. 68 and a half gig game. So 753 megabytes on the disc and 68 and a half gigs on the network. Why make the disc? Why bother? Why even bother? So heads up, dad gamers. Are we moving into a spot where buying the discs is not worth it? I was a big contender of, I need the disc. I need to physically hold the disc in hand. I need to be able to, if the Xbox network goes down, I need to be able to play the game without it. But in my laziness and in, of course, as a dad and not having a lot of time for things, I try to hurry up and play, and it's just easier to turn on your system, whatever you have, and just start playing than to go find the disc, wait for it to load up, and then go. The downloading thing seems so much quicker, so much easier. I just think it's crazy that how much little information they put on the game discs to get, you wanted to buy it? Okay, here's a little scrap of information, and then the rest is, of course, like everybody else, download. So, I don't know. It's it's wild. It's wild that they've even bothered to go that route with even. Why don't they just come out and say, "Oh no, it's digital download only. Forget it." Well, why waste the money to distribute a physical copy of the game? I don't know. And last but not least, a bit of information here. We have the first terabyte size PS5 game is in the works. Oh, I said terabyte. What is that? How much is that? Oh, 1,024 gigs? Yeah, 1,024 gigs of information, 1 terabyte. PS5 game in the works. It's coming from the former Assassin's Creed executive producer. The question is, what game is it? Let me see. Nope, it doesn't say. It's an independent title from them. Doesn't say. But whatever the answer ends up being, the PS5 players will need lots of storage space. Oh my God, so much storage space for one game. Who knows? Here's the thing: is that the only thing I can think of is one of the producers from Assassin's Creed is doing a Dead Space remake. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's another Assassin's Creed. Maybe it's a Dead Space game. I don't know, but it's going to be 1 terabyte. So PS5 dad gamers, you might want to look at getting more space now. Get more. I mean, if terabyte games are the new thing, how many terabytes is your hard drive? Who knows? I mean, you probably know, but I mean, who knows how much space you have to be able to add those type of games? And now we're in a position where, we're going to be deleting games just to play games. That sounds like a hassle. Oh, side note, for those of you that want to play, going back to Back 4 Blood, for those of you that want to play or try Back 4 Blood that are on Xbox, dad gamers, Back 4 Blood will be available on the Xbox Game Pass. Okay, so you have to have the Xbox. Well, so you have to, but if you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can play Back 4 Blood. Now, keep in mind, I don't know if you want to play by yourself, because there's no progress towards accomplishments, but you get the idea. Okay, now to finish off this episode like we do, I have to announce the winner of the Xbox gift card, the $25 Xbox gift card. And that winner for our latest episode, let me pull it up here. That winner goes to Curtis Lawson. He is gamertag StrikerX1978. That's Striker, STRYKERX 1978 on Xbox. If you guys want to follow him there and play and see what he purchases, or give him hints or tips on what he could purchase, that's a great game. He was the winner for our $25 Xbox gift card code, and he's already gotten his code. I'm not sure what he's purchased, but good job, Curtis. Thank you so much for listening and being a dad gamer, a member of the Dad Gamers podcast community. If you out there want to get your hand in the, I dare say, raffle or drawing, essentially drawing, for a $25 Xbox gift card, we do one a month. There's going to be another one coming up because, why? Oh, because I didn't do one for September. So Curtis Lawson, you're the September guy. Now we need an October guy. Who wants to be the October guy? Go to dadgamerspodcast.com. Just drop your email address in. That's all you have to do. Stay subscribed to get our newsletters and updates on when the podcast drops. And once we get all of them for the month and we go to do the drawing, we randomly select an email address, pull it out, and we'll contact you directly with your winning code and get your name and gamer tag from you so we can announce it here on our show. If you do have the option to ask us not to announce it, but come on, we're all dads here, and this is just a little podcast. So check it out. Curtis Lawson, congratulations, StrikerX1978. Good job. Thanks for being a dad gamer, and thanks for listening to the Dad Gamers podcast. All right, dads, I've given you a buttload of things to think about. So sorry that all of the game companies are apologizing for their mistakes. Seems weird right now. I know there's a lot more video game stuff to dig into. I understand that. I'm actually probably going to start digging into it now this week, and hopefully in 2 weeks I'll have another episode drop out, and we'll get ourselves the October winner for the Xbox Live $25 gift card. So, Dad Gamers, this has been Bob Rayhart, that's Flank on Xbox Live, FLANKKE, saying thanks for listening and thanks for subscribing to the Dad Gamers podcast. Oh, and one more thing. If you are listening to the Dad Gamers podcast on Apple Podcasts, please rate and review. Please, please, please rate and review the podcast. It actually helps with the algorithm and helps us get more listeners, which will get us and lead us into more drawings and more things, and hopefully I'll be able to put out more episodes that way. Okay? Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in 2 weeks.